is the devil stronger than God? When you need God to do something for you and you calling out to God and God release angels, angels can be there in an instant. They are so fast, they can circle the globe 7 times in 1 second. Angels have to operate under there's one word that you need to understand if you want to have spiritual victory. And that is, if you understand nothing else, just this particular thing, then you are going to be so far ahead of the rest. If you can understand this one word, and the word is not even prayer, the word is not fasting, the word is not reading the Bible. There's one word that you need to understand if you want to have spiritual victory, and that is jurisdiction. That is jurisdiction. Let me read you a definition of a jurisdiction. A jurisdiction refers to the authority granted to a legal body or person to make decisions, judgments, or take actions within a certain area or subject. It can involve geographic areas, types of cases, or specific laws. If you can understand what spiritual jurisdiction is and how that applies to you, you are going to win every spiritual battle for the rest of your life. And you're probably saying, what do you mean? Let me break that down again. Let me break that down again. Jurisdiction is vital because there's certain jurisdiction that even God himself cannot override, right? There's certain jurisdiction that all of us have to abide by those things. So a jurisdiction, anytime there's a jurisdiction, the person in that jurisdiction has the spiritual authority granted to them. This can be in a specific place. This can be in a specific community. This can be in a specific country. When you look at our nation, when you look at the nations around the world, I want to bring that. Let me make this more practical for you so you can understand how jurisdiction work. Let's take law enforcement. Okay. I want to talk about 5 different areas when it comes to jurisdiction. When you look at law enforcement with the police, regardless of the country, right? Generally speaking, a police officer cannot arrest someone outside of their jurisdiction. So you can't have a police officer that lives in one jurisdiction and they go somewhere else outside of that jurisdiction to arrest someone else. Why? If they do, the arrest may be deemed illegal and charges could be dropped. Let me say that again because I need y'all to really get this. I need y'all to get this. With the law, a police officer cannot go to a different jurisdiction to arrest someone because that may be deemed as illegal and the charges can be dropped. Now I'm going somewhere with this. I need y'all to stay with, I'm going somewhere with this. Now let's take in a judicial case, okay? A judge cannot preside over a case outside their designated court jurisdiction. So when you go to court, a judge can't just go anywhere and just preside anywhere. It doesn't work that way, right? Because such actions will be considered void and the case would need to be reassigned to a judge in that area that have jurisdiction over that area or over that region or over that space. Wherever that space is, that case can be reassigned to someone else. So just because a person say, you know what, I'm a judge can't just go to any courtroom and just say, because I'm a judge, I can preside over this case. They don't have jurisdiction over that case. Now let's take taxes again. A tax authority cannot collect taxes from individuals or businesses outside of its jurisdiction. Attempting this could lead to legal repercussions and nullification of the collection. It can nullify it. If a tax collector goes somewhere to collect taxes outside of their jurisdiction, they can nullify it. I'm going somewhere. Medical practice. A doctor licensed in one state cannot practice medicine in another state without a license for that state. I need you to stay with me on this. In in the medical field, in the medical practice, a doctor that have a license in one state, they can be the best chiropractor in one state. They could be the best surgeon in one state, but they cannot just, their license is not transferable to another state. They would have to go get a license that grants them the same authority in the place that they originally got the license from in order for them to be able to practice. Even with the government, a government agency cannot enforce regulation on a company operating outside of its jurisdiction. So a government in the US, they can't just go pick another company that's outside of their jurisdiction to say, you know what, they want to enforce certain things. So Matthew, what are you saying? What are you saying about jurisdiction? In Daniel 10, listen, get somebody to listen to this. Share this link right now with someone, get connected. I'm telling you about to learn stuff that it just help you to become stronger spiritually. Okay. Jurisdiction is vital. You need to understand in Genesis 28, when Jacob was getting ready to meet Esau, I believe, and he was alone. The Bible said that Jacob saw angels ascending and descending, a vertical movement up and down this spiritual highway. Angels are, when they take human form, they are limited as to what they can do. They're extremely limited once they take human form. The moment that an angel takes a human form, their limitations just go down. That's why the Bible says that he made us a little bit lower than the angels. Why? Because our human body, you can only be in one place at a specific time. I learned this fact about angels. I learned something about them, that the speed of an angel, they are so fast that I believe they can circle the globe 7 times in 1 second. That's how fast they are. So when you're going through hardships, when you need God to do something for you and you're calling out to God and God release angels, angels can be there in an instant. It don't take for angels, 2 weeks. They don't have to travel and go this long distance. And to them, just like that, if they can circle the entire globe 7 times in 1 second at that speed, when you and I find ourselves in trouble, when we need God to get involved in our circumstance, whatever that thing is, and we're crying out to God, and Lord, release the angels. Do you know that in the instant, in the moment, whatever you need, the angels can bring to you in a moment? But why don't they? Again, angels have to operate under certain jurisdiction. There are some of you that the angels that have been assigned to you cannot operate. The Bible said this. It says that angels, they excel in strength. Right? They excel in strength. Angels can, just like demons can be bound, angels can also be bound. I'm talking about the ones that can come from heaven. They can come with great things. They too can be bound. So sometimes you're praying for God to do something for you. You're crying out, Lord, I'm struggling with this. God, I'm dealing with this. You're crying out for help. And it seems like help is not coming. Help is not anywhere. God, I'm calling out for help. I'm not getting the help that I need. I need assistance. But in the realm of the spirit, the angels that have been assigned to you, when you have a weak prayer life, they cannot do anything. Sometimes they have been bound for years and sometimes for decades. Sometimes the angels that have been assigned to your family have been bound by demonic forces that are stopping them. Legally, they can do that. Now, I know, people like, Matthew, that's crazy, man. Angels get bound and, that's ridiculous. Aren't they supposed to be stronger? They excel in strength. Demons excel in strength. So we're going to talk about altars in a moment. But that is what angels and demons need in order for them to be able to gain strength. right? So let me share with you this. Let me share something here. For those that are saying, Matthew, this is crazy. Angels can be bound. Are you telling me, could it be possible that for all these years that my family have been going through all this hell, could it be possible that the sicknesses in my family that could have been healed? Could it be possible that the poverty in my family that could have been saved, could have been changed? Is it possible that the angels they were assigned to bring deliverance, to bring finances, to bring freedom, to open doors, are being bound by demonic forces? Is the devil stronger than God? No. You need to understand spiritual jurisdiction. Angels, they can't just go any and everywhere and do whatever they want.